Pacing around my room in my dad. Crazy, crazy, I want you to know what you have against me. The city is not the place for us to be.
Each time we remember the lessons we learned from you guys. We've also learned from you how to listen. How to listen to students, to the experts who share their knowledge, and to the natural world. I was a journalist before I had my job here at the Science Center, and after I met George and Sharon, I wished I had been an anthropologist. Their career is astonishing. The subjects range from fishermen in Newfoundland, travelers in Ireland, photographs of Tlingit people, tourism. They've brought students all over the world, and still they come back to this place. They've come back here over and over. We are thrilled that this class is going to be continuing with Kathy's help, and if they truly are stepping down, that is. And the lessons, I want you to know that the lessons you've brought to the Science Center and to our community are your legacy to us, and it's a very, very impressive one. And thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Sharon?
I'm not sure we deserve it.
And that, I know them in just one way, but Janet also wanted to share.
So I don't think that listening is the only thing that we have been taught by George and Sharon. They have other traits that are very unique to them. One of them is this power of persuasion. I could have a long list of things they have persuaded us to do. Some of them weren't in our best interest even, right? But one that stands out in my mind was some years ago. There was a young woman working for us who was the field course coordinator, Justine, you might remember Justine. And one day, I just hadn't seen Justine forever, right? And she came back and she said, I'm exhausted. I said, why? What were you doing? She said, well, George met a person who offered a salmon dinner if we would just all come over, and I've just been taking kids out there over and over again. I said, why'd you do that? She said, I don't know. George just said it was going to be a good thing to do. And I said, oh my God, just say no next time, right? And the funny thing is that that's not the only time George and Sharon meet people. They have this ability to take advantage of an opportunity and convince the entire course and the people around them that it is the right thing to do. And it's really charming, actually. And it's something to really, it's something that we know about you. And I mean, honestly, sometimes I think it goes back to the thing that Lisa has also said. She's probably learned it from you too. It doesn't hurt to ask. And thank you for that. Thank you for making the things that we think about doing in field courses are based on your own courage in saying, let's do this. Let's camp for 3 days in terrible weather. Let's, and I really appreciate that. It has made us more innovative in our field courses.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you both so much, and everybody else for being here. I'm amazed. I'm flattered. I think you've really built us up far more than we deserve. But it's been wonderful to be in Sitka all these different times, and you guys at the Science Center have made it so much better. Your willingness to do all these things, and your own ideas. I mean, I'm not going to take the students snorkeling, and I'm not going to walk around Magic Island, and so many things that you've done for us. So I really appreciate all the hard work that everybody's done, and the willingness to how about this? And then change your schedule. And you've all been great, including Sarah in recent years, and Janet and Lisa until quite recently. Yeah, so thank you so much. Yeah, it's very generous of you.
Yeah.
And Bill, your talks and everything, wow. So, yeah.
It's very touching. I mean, I'm at a loss for words. Let me introduce Kathy Cole, who will be taking over for us. And she's here.
Convincing.
Now you know what to do. Just persist. You don't even need to do that.
And the good thing is that she too is an anthropologist, political anthropologist. And the nice thing, this speaks to the Science Center, the people in international programs and immersions at San Francisco all know about the Science Center. And when we've retired from active teaching 2 years ago, but they asked if we would continue this. And when I said that this is probably the last year, they were really, really concerned about finding a replacement. They really want to keep this program going. It's not because of us, it's really what you guys do here, and it's Sitka and all of the wonderful opportunities for students to learn in Sitka. And so they have selected Kathy as the replacement for us. So hopefully she'll be the beginning of another long stint of USF programs.
Well, it does mean sort of this closure of a place where you knew Science Center when we didn't have luxuries like a van or snorkeling equipment, things like that, and yet you still saw something about being here, and I really appreciate that. And then, of course, I think you can see, just like you saw last year with, you know, one of your students coming back, bringing his own field course here. But I think that as I think about what Lisa said as being at the beginning, and now Sarah being such a high level coordinator here, and Sarah, you get to finish us off.
Well, yes. So, students, you're such a big part of this field course. Thank you for coming and being here. George and Sharon, you're such a big part of our field course too. And the other big part of it is the community experts who come in and speak. And one thing that I get to see is just how much fun they have speaking with all of you and interacting with Sharon and George, and how excited they are that you're here to learn from them and to get to know Sitka in a way that not many people get to do in just a couple of weeks. So from my perspective, I see, you know, the benefit that these field courses have on the community in terms of connecting our Sitkans with you all, and hopefully engaging in really special ways. So that's what I wanted to say, and just thank you again.
See, a lot of the credit for the courses really go to the two of you for organizing everything. And we've done field courses in many places, and nowhere is there the kind of help that you get from the Science Center here. Normally, faculty have to arrange everything themselves, which is very difficult to do from a distance. If you're going to Barbados or Tanzania, someplace like that, where we've taken students. Here, for years, it was sort of talking on the phone with Janet about, you know, who we might get, and lately with Sarah. So really, they're the ones who kind of, more than us, that make all this happen. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of the docks, yes? All right, so I would normally tell you something about fishing here, but you probably know a lot about it. Tell me something you learned about fishing, commercial fishing in Sitka.
We learned about the different types of fishing.
Yes?
So like the gill matters and what is it, the Steiners?
Seiners.
Yep.
Yep.
That.
Long lining, trolling. Do we have trawlers? We do not have trawlers. So trawlers drag on the bottom or drag big nets through they're called midwater trawlers. We do not have trawlers in this part of the Gulf of Alaska, which we're really, really grateful for because there's a lot of environmental destruction associated with trawlers.
Okay, well, I grew up Buddhist, so I grew up, like, my parents taught me a lot of, like, religious and spiritual things. So I have a very spiritual connection with, like, my ancestors and stuff. And I often feel, like, for example, specifically my grandma, I feel her a lot in, like, different things or items on random days. Some days, like, I need her more and I can feel her there. Sometimes it's just, like, there's just, like, a presence or a being there. I also feel like a spiritual connection with, like, a lot of things in my life, like pets or animals, or, like, you know, plants, things like that. Growing up, I also, I planted a lot of cacti, and I felt like kind of a spiritual connection with cacti because, like, there's something about the way that cacti, like, can just regrow when you, like, replant it.
Yeah.
That, like, made me feel so, like, happy. It made me feel like, wow, like, if a cactus that doesn't have, like, the ability to think about trying to survive can still do something like that, then, like, that says so much about the way that life is, you know?
Yeah, that's very
yeah.
true. Well, when you were talking, it reminded me of a conversation I had with a Tlingit weaver. She's no longer alive, Terry Rothgar, and she scolded me once for calling the trees and the ocean natural resources. And she said that Tlingit people don't view the natural world as resources to be used. They have relationships. So a human... they have a relationship with a tree, a relationship with a salmon, a relationship with whatever it is, a flower in the natural world.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is a kind of spirituality.
At this point in the tour, we reached the area where Baranov's statue used to stand. The story behind the statue is that they used to have a statue of Baranov, but the people of Sitka were both all very conflicted about how they felt about it because some people saw him as the founder and others found him as the conqueror or the dictator. So they ended up eventually taking down the statue. Then at this point in the tour, we started to talk a little bit more about the native culture, specifically about how there were two clans, the Eagle Clan and the Raven Clan, which technically used to be the Raven Clan and the Wolf Clan, but in terms of marriage, you have to marry one of the other or opposite clan, and you inherit your clan from your mother.
And he asked, the story goes, that he asked the Tlingit, can we stay? the Russian American company. And the Tlingit said, you can stay, but not right here. 6 miles out the road if you want to stick around. So Baranov went out 6 miles out the road, set up a trading post. He called it.
waiting around for you to call back. Pacing around my room in my dad. Crazy, crazy, I want you to know.
Though I feel like shot the whole thing. Wait, can you even see? Sort of, yeah. Him. That's so funny. Let's see yours. Yes. That's so funny. Beef, and then this one's potato. Let me mix it. Potato. Is it good? Oh, hot. It's okay. It's good. You want to split? But it's a little bit underwhelming. Half and half? One? Or yeah, you can try one and then see if you want to split half and half. You want to try one of mine? Beef and potato. I like both. They're both good. About the same.
I think I was just like, expecting a whole bunch. But I think I might like the beef more, to be honest.
You want half and half?
No, I'm good. They're both
sure?
really good. Yeah.
Okay, let me know if you want more.
Just waiting because of all of the lies. Yeah, you don't need to disguise your face, your face. I just want you to know that I am rooting for you. It's okay, it's okay.
Starfish. Look, this one's the rose one. It's a rose star. Oh, hello. What you doing? He's so cute and round. I want one. He's Grunt. Hi, Grunt. He's pretty cute. Whoa, it's an eel. Look at the eel.
Trying to figure out why you hate
He's so ugly
me.
with his little T-furs.
Was it something I did? Yeah, I don't need to offend. I'm just waiting, I'm just waiting. Because of all of the lies, yeah, you don't need to disguise your...
A zoo. And so it's, well, so you can think about the pros and the cons. How well are they cared for? Is it even something that bears should be in some kind of contained area for people like us to look at? Or is it a good thing, that they might have been just euthanized if they weren't there, because they tend to be cubs that were brought in. Their mothers had been killed for one reason or another. And some have been sent on to zoos in other parts of the country. But when I go there, I think it's well run, and the public's, when they go there, and it's a very popular tourist attraction for Sitkans, number one. They do learn a lot. So it's education versus morality versus what you think about zoos and confining wild animals, saving their lives, whatever. And there are a lot of things to kind of balance and think about. Anyway, all right, that's it. Thank you.
Hi. Oh, squishy.
So now you're
about what we do here and how we got to be here. So I'll play that for you guys, give you guys a bit more of a rundown of kind of what we do here as well, and then we will let you guys out to view the bears unless you have other questions. So we will get that started.
One thing I realize about bears is that they are probably one of the single most misunderstood large animals left on the planet. If you stare into the eyes of a bear, it changes your life forever. Fortress little bear would take orphan cubs and direct them toward a future as a captive animal.
This mountain, Kathy said today that one thing she liked about Alaska is how these big mountains come right down to the sea without this huge coastal plain before you get to the sea. This mountain, how tall is Mount Whitney? 14.5, right? 14 something, tallest mountain in California. Here's an 18,000 foot mountain that comes right down to tidewater. It's really an incredible. Here's a close-up of it here. So this is a really dramatic landscape. You can sort of see why they wanted to put this Forest Service land into the national park system. There's a lot of apart from salmon, a lot of halibut fishing in Yakutat.
Waiting around for you to call back. Pacing around my room and my dad. Crazy, crazy. I want you to.
Good morning. Okay, so today is the fateful day we go on a boat and we learn about tourism. And it is currently 8:15 in the morning. And we have to be at the meeting spot for the boat at 8:30 promptly because they will leave without us because it is a cruise ship. But yeah, currently walking in the morning sun. I'm excited but nervous. Yeah.
Ziploc bag right there, that's the base layer of the muskox. They shed that every spring, and that's the finest hair on planet Earth.
Really?
Finer than cashmere, finer than vicuña, alpaca. It might not be finer than your hair because you got like all pink, but under a microscope it is the finest hair.
Wow.
Maybe feel it?
Yeah, feel it.
Yeah?
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay, and then after you're done, look at the bear right here. This is the second largest brown bear on planet Earth. This was 11 feet tall.
Oh my god.
That paw was the width of my brother's chest. Now it's half the size of what it used to be. 11 feet is like 8 inches lower than that ceiling right there. Very big.
That's
Sasquatch.
crazy.
And I took the meat and the intestines, I bartered with the meat, but with the intestines, my mom's family, the Aleuts, makes the world's lightest raincoats out of intestines.
Oh,
Whether it's seal intestine or bear intestine.
Wow.
that was huge.
There's only one brown bear
so
bigger
big.
on the whole planet. Yeah, very big.
Jumping everywhere, endless nights, 'cause summer's on my mind. Tastes like honey, call me hurricane. Waking up to sun when I'm out again. I didn't let it trade me when the pieces fell out of place. Unlock the giants, I'm too young for dying. I fight with defiance, hard to fit in when I'm flying, flying. Fit in when I'm flying, flying. Someday never comes, road trips and shotguns, sunshine on my skin, smile is kicking in, vibes are in the air, jumping everywhere, endless nights, 'cause summer's on my mind. I'm drenched in sunshine and good times, changing the station with an open mind.
That's a wonderful. Yeah, sure. I haven't found many people ones.
Oh my god. He collects them too? Yeah, I have a small collection. I found one actually while I was here.
Oh, good. Yeah. They
But yeah,
grow
that's
kind
crazy.
of on the other side of Centennial Halls, where you see quite a few of them. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'll show you a native I found once. The two main native clans are Mauritius. It's passed through the mother, but it's supposed to mate at the opposite side, so they're known as lovebirds.
Oh.
So the eagle has the more crooked beak, just like the bird itself, and the raven has a straight beak. And that's a small size, and then goes bigger size too. And you can wear it in either direction.
Wow, that's beautiful.
So your college or university sent you here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Oh, that one's so nice.
It is.
Yeah, I
These
knew
are
San
all-
Francisco
these
quite
are
well.
like-
My ex-wife's from there, so
Oh,
we used to visit all the
yeah.
time. So.
Are these are like handmade?
Well, he makes it from a mold. So
Okay.
basically, actually, that one is handmade, but the other one's made from a mold. So he still creates his own design, but then he cuts them.
Hello, people! The assignment for today was to go around and interview different people who worked at the cruise terminal. We so happened to run into the artist who actually made the earrings that I bought previously in part 1 of this series. Really interesting to know that she is known by everybody and is super friendly. And she also invited us to come over to her house so we could see the different beads that she uses.
So here's the deal. We want to stop at the grocery store and pick up those things that you want and maybe some drinks for the pizza. The pizza was already delivered. They screwed up.
What?
Well,
I hope they take it back and make us new ones.
Yeah, anyway, the woman didn't listen. Didn't listen, right? 6:30. Okay, so here's what we want you to do. Sonia, to walk back by yourself and take one of these little detours, and if somebody's already there, don't do it. You know, one of the little side things. And sit down and listen and do the exercise that Liz asked you. Make a note of what you can hear, and just be on your own for a little bit. And then we will, let's meet at the car at, in around 35 minutes. It's around 5:30 or so, okay? So if you see somebody, if you come across somebody, just don't say anything, just ignore them. Keep going.
Sounds good.
Sounds good?
Yes.
So who wants to start?
I mean, I guess I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
So I'll just walk.
Oh, you can see the deer there.
No taste. Our taste of Sitka, I'm sorry. Into our building, please, here, and to the right, there's benches and seats, and we're gonna get you some stickers, and we'll get you loaded up into your buses shortly. All right, thanks. Hi there, taste of Sitka?